Yeah, I'm real sick. But yeah, I don't know. I was just yeah, no, they don't. I don't think that they drug test the cops. That's why corruption goes hand in hand with them. When I look back on my life, I look at what a waste it was. It was my family was on all sides were somewhat mafios, so it's like I look back and I was wrong, and I was always wrong, dead wrong. Uh, I look at my mother, I look at my even my father, and I look at my brother-in-law, who really knew something, and my sister, and it's like, crime pays. It just unfortunately it's the truth, and I was always and I used to look at her and used to look at him and be like, yeah, well, why do you live with me then? But then again, they had their own car, they had their own. Callie, fucking please. They had they had their own shit, but crime does pay. That's why I told you I lived on the second floor of their house. Sometimes I would get stray people that would. I always had an unlocked back door, and there'd be stray people in there trying to buy crack. I'm gonna bust your fucking ass. That's it. One more time, bitch. One more time. Fuck with me, girl. Come on, fuck with me. And yeah, they would come in, they would want, and it used to be repugnant and gross and just reviled it in every way. And I used to think it was, they would come in and steal shit, but and then they would be entrepreneurs and have legitimate businesses and shit like that. But crime most certainly pays. Like, I should have been manufacturing some kind of speed, and to like make my guilty conscience feel better, I would go to the college and try to douse my evil doings in some righteousness, in some Ivy Wall shit. And I would, so I would feel better, but I would also just like manufacture mescaline in the basement just for kicks to be a prankster, because that's my idea of a prank. And yeah, I'm a sinister bastard. But to manufacture mescaline and sell it, and it would sell good because I would go out there and peddle the shit after cooking it up. All types of amphetamine. I should be living in a stash house, and I should be living. I own the. My shit is totally clean. It's like a priest, sober, Sunday, pious and capricious. But I would do, if I could do it all over again, I would seek out, and I've even got some extra room in the back for where, and I came into the possession of some lights, and we're gonna grow some shit in here too. We're gonna grow everything, narcotico, politico, fandango, we'll call the house, in the underground, and the first one we'll pervert is the cops. I'll throw pizza parties for them with free beer and pizza, and play shows for them, and all at the same time sell them illegal, but safe, innocuous drugs to upright citizens and middle class working people. The police like to trip on mescaline too. I would do that, and it would also insulate me, and I would always be respectful. You know what I mean? And because you would be immediately respected. You've gotten their attention, and that's how you start a scene again. That's how you start some good shit. Like the opposite of the weathermen and shit. You start some good shit. You start a scene. You get into theater because you really want to fuck local news bitches, and then you work your way into. You find out who they are, and you secure a date with that news bitch. She serves your local area in upstate New York, and she's only really in Pittsburgh or like or New York City or Seattle. She comes down for the weekend, and you just taint her, and you know what I mean. That's what you do with it. I would definitely, and it would be Remember how far out I was getting in Schenectady? I used to think the house next door, because I discovered the old underground tunnels at Union College, where Jimmy Carter went, actually. Jimmy Carter was there. At Union College, there's underground steam tunnels there, and they lead all the way over to the top of Van Brinken. And I used to think that there was a Mexican cartel there that was doing human trafficking and stuffing little girl souls into crates in the walls and shipping them to, because I had no downers. They were just giving me speed. And I couldn't come, I needed the hard stuff or something to come down. Plus I was trying to deal with all this, and on the internet I was just getting so, and I'm watching little kids cartoons, and I'm seeing like, you know, human trafficking of children and shit. I'm seeing it in cartoons, and I'm like, wow. You don't recognize it when you start cracking up like that, but... And I was always quiet. I was like Sid Barrett. You wouldn't know what was going on my mind. But there was big business going on, and I was just like, wow. And you have to be sympathetic to a soul like that, because he's doused in murky schizo darkness. Schizo self-induced darkness, shaman style. Shaman's lament. You know? Shaman's blues, as they say. You know? You keep getting these trips, they're bummers. That's why I need a little girl pussy next to me the whole time. She knows Daddy should be in a mental ward. But no, that's not what she thinks. She knows that Daddy's got mild psychosis from going on a trip. I'm a nice, loving guy when I'm in a state like that. That's not her reaction. She's like, drugs are bad. That's her reaction. I love Daddy's dick. That's her reaction. Why would I be in a mental ward? What the fuck they gonna do for you there? What, lock you up and what? Give you bad coffee and toast? And what? Take away your cigarettes? Take away your chewing gum? What's that gonna do? The police know. They patrol the house. They're like, yo, Aaron, I seen you out here for 4 days, dude. What you doing? Not much, man. Just dealing with it all. Hang in there, bro. And the light changes and the cop, I'm like, see you later, man. See ya. And he drives by. That's the vibe. They know me. I'm the local fucking shaman. A couple of your little girls wandered away from my tent, all dizzy on some hallucinogen. Well, he's the shaman. That's where this is our village. Aaron was fiddling with the kids again. Little boys are there too. I mean, whatever it takes to draw a little pussy in, I'll employ it. You know? Yeah. Milabot asked me, why do you hang out with an 8th grade fucking boy? And I'm like, because he draws pussy in. He's a burnout and he's fuck up. And he's a pussy magnet. You know? And he's my pupil. He's my acolyte. He's my newest acquisition. He's my little protege. You know, he's headed for nowhere. He's a car crash. Don't worry about him. He's always there. Aaron, can I come in? Yeah, I guess. I mean, sure. What do you want to play video games or something? Come on in, dude.